Now we will do a next question. I think the first question we had done a mistake, but then all the question wanted the effect of penicillin V on a bacterium A, and then they also told us that just the specific penicillin V, right? We will need this maybe for the next part. Let us just keep it in the cart. Then describe how outer layers of bacterium B differs from those of bacterium A. So we can see here we have bacterium B and bacterium A. Outer membrane. The outer membrane here, there is bacterium A have a large peptidoglycan wall and no membrane, while this one has membrane, right? Outer membrane. Here there is no outer membrane. So let's see, the answer is B has an outer membrane chain of proteins, B has a thinner peptidoglycan wall. Okay, that's the two difference. The peptidoglycan here is thicker. The peptidoglycan. Now we have to just try to describe how the layers of bacterium B differ from those bacterium A. Then write about bacterium B, because they're told to describe how the outer layers of bacterium B differ. You see? So you should always write about bacterium B. Then we go to the next part, which is explain the different effects of penicillin V on bacterium A and B. So we have a penicillin here. Penicillin V, we have to describe its impact on bacteria A and B. So obviously it will have a large impact on this one, peptidoglycan wall. This is the cross-linking. It will have I think there are no cell surface membranes here, the receptors, right? Now look over here. We know that what penicillin does is it inhibits the enzyme that produces the peptidoglycan wall. Hence it eliminates, or it reduces the cross-linking between the peptidoglycan wall and weakens it, and then when the cell turgor becomes high, the cell will burst. Okay, so it actually have an impact on this peptidoglycan. So if it reaches here, it screws up everything. However, here it can reach fine, but then here there is this protection. There is this another very large layer which does not allow the penicillin to go through. So the penicillin won't go through. Okay, it will be blocked. So hope that is understood. Then the next part is this one. Describe how the synthetic penicillin, carboxypenicillin, is able to affect the growth of bacterium B. How affect the growth of bacterium B? How the penicillin is able to affect the growth of bacterium B. So how will it affect the growth of bacterium B? We have to think here. Now there is an interesting thing here. Okay, it's sort of ambiguous statements made by the marking scheme, but that we will try to make it look good. Okay, so the thing is, for this answer they say that the B actually allows a little bit of this peptidoglycan. It allows a little bit of penicillin moving through here. However, it is much easier here. Okay, if there is an open room for you to go to, there is an open room, it is much easier to go if compared to when this room is full of things like this. Okay, to run over here is like nearly impossible. Okay, so this is like a maze or something. Okay, So to move from here to here, it's very difficult compared to here. Okay, here it will be very fast, and that's the difference. In A, the penicillin can act very fast, it can act directly. However, in B, it does act because it is non-polar. Remember that penicillin is non-polar. Okay, so if it's non-polar, it is not affected by any charges, so it passes through here directly. It will pass through here directly to the other side, and therefore we can say that penicillin should be moving here. But then this is like this one, so it will move, but then it will move very slow. So you can write the answer. So just how synthetic penicillin is able to affect the growth of bacterium B. It is able to affect the growth by passing through here, as it is non-polar. Yeah, that's all. Okay, so can penetrate outer membrane through pores as a non-polar. Okay, then it can affect the growth. It can make this. Maybe I can just show you again. If you don't remember this one, it can make the cell wall burst. Okay, so hope you understood what I'm trying to make. My point. And then we have the next way: distinguish between batch culture and continuous culture. Now this is a very interesting point, and I guess this is well explained in the part of culture, but then I'll just bring the thing here so that we can work on it together. Here it says explains why batch culture rather than continuous culture is used in the production of penicillin. So why do we use batch culture rather than continuous culture in the production of penicillin? This is a good question, and maybe there are many questions regarding this in our papers. So let us see. Let's just now gaze. Does not penicillin fungus does not make penicillium does not make penicillin all the time. Penicillin is made in the later stages of growth. Okay. Why batch culture rather than continuous culture to produce penicillin? To run out of when beginning to run out of nutrient, secondary metabolite. Continuous culture has no yield of penicillin. Culture never reaches a stationary phase of growth, always exponential growth. We will do this question as it is very interesting. We will explain it in detail in the next video. Thank you for listening.